Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Welcome to the first Iconic Journeys I-95 flight of 2022. It has been about a month since we've done one of these, so I'm really glad to be back. Thank you everyone for coming on board. If you want to join us, get yourself on the North Europe server, all players, and join us at Florence Airport, Kilo Fox Lima Oscar, and we're going to be headed over following the I-95 south down towards Miami. Wonder how far we'll get today. This is the first time as well I'll have done the stream with the new Rex Aki seasons in as well, so nice to see what a difference that will make. Good evening to everyone who is already here. Dr. Magic, Uppy Beastie, Doc Fury, David Stanko, Nick, D-Dog Creator, Mark, Robert Finn Smith, Terry, wow, another stream, yes, I must be going for a record, Wayne, ahoy Wayne, and Stefan from, is that Copenhagen or Switzerland? And yeah, weather's looking good as well. We are on live weather, so this is nice to have as well. I'm just looking at this airport. This appears to have a huge terminal building. Well, not huge, but a terminal building missing. You can just see something's not quite right. It's been removed for some reason. Hopefully everyone has got something similar there, unless it's my graphics settings which have changed. If anyone's got a building there, let me know. And I know there's meant to be a building there because the only way we navigate on this flight is using Google Maps. This is what we should be seeing, but yeah, that's not there. Let's have a look at how we're going to head and pick up the I-95 again. So we're going to depart, doesn't matter how we depart, we're not doing anything real world, remember. This is all about having fun and chilling out on a Sunday evening. The first week of 2022 is over. Let's depart, we're going to head west, and then we will pick up the I-95 there. By the Magnolia Mall, yes, I remember that, that's what we're going to be looking for as we fly over the Magnolia Mall. Big intersection there, I-95, the I-20, and heading down. So, we'll just give it a couple more minutes for anyone that wants to join us. Plenty of time to get yourself in, and of course, then en route, you can pick us up a little bit later on. So let's have a quick scoot around and see what we can see. So we're going to be headed out that way towards the I-95, and I guess it's kind of these particular VFR flights. Look at that weather. The weather's beautiful. These particular flights that Rex Aki Seasons is going to play a major part, looking much more wintry. I've no idea which way the wind's blowing. We don't really care. We could have a look at these, and I bet actually who's going to take off on a taxiway, because they're huge. I must admit, this isn't one of the best rendered default airports. I've seen much better, sadly, but never mind. It is what it is. We're not going to spend too long here anyway. So we'll just give it another few seconds, and then we'll jump in and we'll get going, and we'll see how far we can get in an hour or so, picking out some buildings and points of interest en route. Remember, of course, if you have got a drink of any particular kind, then we usually play Spot That Landmark Bingo, don't we? So what we've got: Walmart's, McDonald's, what else do we find? It's Walmart's distribution centres. Amazon warehouses, I think you have to drink double for those, because believe it or not, they're quite rare. I wouldn't have thought they were, but we've not seen too many of those. Alfie! Hello, good evening to you, Alfie. Hope you're well. Wayne says Harrison Ford would if he's here. What? Take off on the taxiway? He only lands on taxiways, doesn't he? But yeah. So this, for those of you who are just joining, this is our iconic flights. We're tracing the I-95 all the way down to, well, the end, really, just down in Florida. So looking forward to that. It won't be tonight, of course. Still a long way away. Dublin, we're on the North Europe server. Phil McDougall, good evening to you. Nick Burrows, churches. Oh, crumbs! No, we can't have a drink every time there's a church. We'll be absolutely hammered. Digital, good evening to you, or good afternoon, I suppose, where you are. Hey, everyone. Have we landed yet? No, we're just about to take off. So, Digital, you've got a chance to come in and join us if you're not busy. Adam, hello. Duke Down Gaming, when are you starting? Would like to join, but don't know if you'll make it. Duke Down Gaming, even if you aren't into the sim by the time we depart, then you can pick us up en route. You'll find us, and yeah, get the sim fired up. You'll pick us up. Plenty of airfields as we get in further down south in the USA. Right, we're going to start getting the aircraft fired up. Wayne says, hi DFD. So head to Digital. The Hacky Show was good today. Oh, Digital, were you on with regular? Sadly, he's not here. He doesn't usually do evening streams, does he? He normally pops on during the daytime. Right, let's get down. Get into the flight deck, fire up those engines. I'm going to clear the chat window off screen so we can enjoy the view. Let's get in. Digital, you're watching on your phone. You're not at home. Oh, fair enough. What on earth's going on there? What's that? Someone's nicked my radio and replaced it with a cheap version. Who's been spray painting my aircraft pink while I've been away? Does this mean when I set off the propeller's going to be pink as well? We've had that happen before, haven't we? Let's find out. I know propeller looks good. That is appalling. Is anyone else flying the DV20 and having this? I can't see any particular. I can't see why the livery should cause that issue, but never mind. Richard says, good evening, happy Sunday. There's a lot of ground handling traffic at this place, isn't there? Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Cam G, do a face reveal? I do occasionally on our VIP room in the Discord server, but that's about it. MPS Gaming, good evening to you. David, you've got a birthday present early. You've got rudder pedals and you're loving it. Ah, excellent stuff. You'll be able to master those crosswind landings, no problem at all. Richard asks if we're in Liverpool again. Dr. Magic, that's a radio from Wish. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Anyone's wondering where we are? Look at the top of your screen. Camji, do I know how to fix the autopilot issue with 5x A320? Yes I do, but it depends what issue you're having. Right, let's get out of here, shall we? Parking brakes, flaps, and where's the runway? Over here somewhere. Mark says it took him a while to get rid of pedals, but you wouldn't be without them now. Just to add a little bit of fun to these flights as well, we do have real-time live traffic turned on as well, so we may see some jetliners on our route. Okie TM, hey mate, hope you're well. Wayne, it's a Ryanair radio. Christian, good evening. Gareth says it's him. He was a graffiti artist. Yeah, it looks a bit like it, doesn't it? Frederick says livery does sometimes mess with cockpit textures, don't know why. It's certainly nothing I've come across before, but never mind. INOT Panda, Easy195 on the call sign. That's odd. There's a little reason for that. I'm sure you can spot it. Wow, this is bumpy. This is like driving around Sheffield. It's full of potholes. Let's get onto a proper taxiway. There we are. Right, we'll find a runway and depart from it. We obviously don't need a lot of runway to take off from on here, do we? Hey Chris, hope you're well, mate. Have you bothered me today? If you have, I apologise because I've not seen anything. Right, every man for himself. Do you know what? I'm going to take off north. Why not? Should probably put some lights on. Cam G, if it randomly disconnects, I'm going to bet that it says toggle lock on the FMAs. Oh, I may have got this rather wrong. How much runway is left here? Apologies to whoever's I'm aiming my aircraft at there. Rotate and get away. Just made it. That was close. As I said, we don't do anything serious on these flights. These are about having good times and enjoying them. OKTM asks Digital if he's flying. No, he's watching on his phone somewhere. Right, let me get my Google Maps up at the side of me so I have some idea of where we're going. I think we need to follow this road. Yeah, let's just follow this road and that will take us back towards the I-95. The sun's gone behind a cloud, it's suddenly gone very dark. Cam G, do I know how to fix it or not? Yeah, sounds like you're pulling up and losing airspeed far too aggressively. You lose airspeed, the thrust locks and to toga. You need to disconnect the autopilot. Well, no, the autopilot's disconnected automatically. You did need to disconnect auto thrust, get some positive speed trend going, and then you can re-engage. Digital, please call the tower. Not on your Nelly, not on these flights. Oh, right, we're going to get up to our usual cruising altitude around 1,800 feet, 2,000 feet, something like that, and then we'll have a look outside. Be interested to see what the performance is like as well, because we haven't done this flight since we've had a few updates. Few aircraft behind us departing, they'll catch us up. So here's the main road that we're following. Route 76, I think. Does definitely give a better feel of winter, doesn't it? I mean, the AccuSeason's installed. No more green lush trees as far as the eye can see. They're all a little bit brown and a little bit dead. What you need now is to see the streets littered with leaves. So we're going to be approaching soon the Magnolia Mall. Oh look, Loveface is here. Thank you so much for joining us, Loveface. Go away. So we're looking for the I-95, which will be crossing from right to left as we're looking. So that's not quite the Magnolia Mall just yet. This is sort of the centre of the town. There's the Florence Mall actually directly beneath us, and we've already got our first McDonald's down here. Just making sure we actually go the right way now. We have to break off. Do we break off to the right? Actually, these both meet up with the I-95, so we'll continue straight on, just get us a little bit further. So there's the Magnolia Mall I spoke about a little bit earlier. We're actually going to follow this road down here, which is West Palmetto Street, for anyone who, like me, is following on Google. And we'll see that it meets up with the I-95 at this junction, coming up down here. Let me just get back inside the flight deck and start to trim her out, level her off. A little bit of trim set. Ooh, not that much. Interestingly enough, when we started this series, of course, it was the middle of summer, so we were getting the sun high in the sky and blazing sunshine more or less all the way around. Now, of course, it's the height of winter, so sun's getting low in the sky when I'm doing this, on live time as well, live time, live weather, which just, again, adds another effect to the flight, which is lovely. Enjoying that. LA Kids 143, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so here comes Forest Lake. That's where you can see the sun reflecting off at the moment. There's also the Florence Soccer Complex, or to us English people, a football ground, or a football field it looks like. There's not much of a ground, but yeah, there's a football field. Soccer field if we're in America. Yeah, much better. Brown forestry. And then we're picking up, here is the I-95. The Swamp Fox Campground is what you're going to see. Ooh, a Waffle House and Travel Lodge. Is that the same company as is here in the UK? Wow, we've got some wind there. Look at my aircraft crabbing along. Alright, so we're going to take a left now. And here is the I-95. We're back on it. Now, Nick, was it you that said you were going to take a drink for every church you found? Right, okay, I hope we've got a big bottle. So, what have we got? We have got then, let's pick these out. I've got the Living World Baptist Church, I've got the Glad Tidings Church, I've got the Highway 76 Christ Church, oh, and I've got a funeral home as well. So, that's Nick drinking for the next 20 minutes. Duke Den Gaming, this is multi-leg right, you'll be landing somewhere. Yes, but when we do land, that'll be the end of the stream. But it is most certainly multi-leg. It will take us a long time to get to Florida. Or certainly down towards Miami. And then we'll probably continue a little bit actually, just because it would be a shame to end it there. Just notice I've got some like frustrating screen tearing appearing at the top of my screen. It's highly annoying that, isn't it? 3 shots of what though, Nick? That is the question. So there's a little sort of mini housing estate there. Google Maps doesn't say too much about that, to be honest with you. So just looking as we're headed down the I-95, the next area that we're coming up to, this is the Honda of South Carolina manufacturing. So the car manufacturing flight here is Honda. I don't think we've seen one of those before. So nice to see a car manufacturing plant there. We'll have to add that to the bingo chart. Looks quite big, doesn't it? I guess all car manufacturing plants are. Nick, you're on the gin. So you're not at work tomorrow then, Nick? What is this? It looks like some sort of go-kart track. Nothing again listed on Google Maps, but that does look like some sort of recreational go-karting area, doesn't it? Nice. And let's have a look what's coming up next. A few more green pastures. Well, the green, obviously, the Google Maps was taken. The Google Maps images was taken during the summer months. Hey, UB. Thanks for spamming the chat. That's a one-way ticket towards being removed. Bye-bye. Glad to hear you're not working tomorrow, Nick. That means we can fly over as many churches as you want. The Howell Chapel Free Will Baptist Church is now just coming up. So, grab another drink, Nick. That is just... I think that's just there. Those water textures look great, don't they? Right, so here we've got the Florence Travel Plaza, a refueling station as well, and we've got Southeast Express. I have no idea what that is. Is that a postal service? Hey, Gareth says you don't shot gin. You do if you called Nick. So, starting ahead slightly southwest a little bit now. I'm really loving the fact that just the way that the Google Maps and Bing Maps sort of mimic each other here. So I'm just looking at the maps and I can see that there is a diversion of the I-95 split with forestry and a tree line, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here on Google Maps with me. Cam G, there is a video on the channel explaining the entire setup of the Thrustmaster Airbus TCA Captain's Pack, so if you want to go and check that out, hopefully that should answer all the questions you may have for that. Now, this is Humphrey Lake. There's also a Lynch's River hidden down there. We might actually just be able to see that. I think we can. Dr. Magic says he's using FS Realistic, and your Cessna 172 sounds like a bucket of bolts. Is it falling apart on you? Have to find somewhere to land quick. Here we go, hang on. There's an inn coming up, and it's called the Relax Inn. That's coming up just here. So, Dr. Magic, get yourself down there for some plans. Cam G, no problem, my friend. If you have any further problems, get yourself on our Discord server, and we'll be happy to help. Make sure we can get you flying. Brook Aviation, if you have a very good PC, will all the buildings be super detailed? Well, it depends on what you set it to, if you set it to medium, high, ultra, etc. But at the end of the day, they can only be as good as the textures that the simulator can produce. And of course, areas of photogrammetry and better satellite images will always give you more improvement over the sort of areas of the world which have less details. Oh, hello! Who on earth is flying the fighter jet on this? The term low and slow comes to mind. LA Kids 143, less than 1 week ago, hundreds of people were trapped on a 50-mile stretch of the I-95 in Virginia for about 24 hours. Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't that due to snowfall? Cam G, I think Nick's just popped a link into that Discord. Thank you, Nick. So not much by way of it being a populated area over here. We've got one, two. Nick, grab a couple more drinks, mate. We've got 1, 2 churches, the Faith Bible Church and the St. John's United Methodist Church. There's also the St. John's Elementary School, so I'm going to guess that those two are linked. Fatta's Cow, this is default, so this is Bing, this is just default. No Google Maps here. I never liked the idea of that mod. I really didn't. I thought it was going to be a pain in the backside for so many reasons. Oh, hang on. Can we see another church over here? I'm just trying to get Nick drunk. That might be a farmhouse, actually. There's another church over there, but I don't think we can see it. I think Nick got away with that one. Gareth says Nick's now asleep. Yeah, Brook Aviation, no, this is not Google Maps. I'm just using Google Maps on my second screen to navigate by. Because the sim is that good. Okay, so here we come up with an intersection. So what we got? Petrol station. Donmar RV sales. How many has he got in stock? Let's have a look. Oh, there he is. There's the RV sales garage. And there is the Asbury United Methodist Church. Get necking, Nick. Sun's gone in again. I almost felt the temperature drop then. Pudding Swamp. Down here. What a name. Doesn't look that inviting. I normally like my pudding. The Sumter County SC Rest Area is coming up. As is the Mount Sinai Church. Just... oh, there it is. Poor Nick. Duke Dan Gaming, you're trying to find the nearest... where's the nearest airfield? If anyone can help me out by spotting that, that would be great. We're now at Home Swamp. Lots of swamps. Hope Swamp, sorry, Hope. As in, I hope we don't run out of fuel on land there. So, just looking. It's a long way now before we actually reach any sort of, well, any sort of area of population. There is so little here. Can you imagine driving this? Dr. Magic, thank you for giving us some airfields. If people want to join, Kilo Sierra Max Sierra, Kilo Sierra Sierra Charlie. Fruit 001 asks, how old am I? Old enough to remember Take That being popular. Jose Riviera, this is default Bing. I need the Nightbot to start being able to answer that question. Oh, now, D's Barbecue and Seafood Calf. That's right up my street. I love barbecue and I love seafood as well. So, yeah, that's got the mouth watering. That's just over here. looks a little bit abandoned though, doesn't it, here on Google Maps. Look at the hay bales! Look at that! Can't recall seeing those before. That's quite neat. Really neat, actually. I like that. Now, let's just flick our attention over here. Anyone tell me what that is? Just wondering if anyone's doing the same as me and following their flight on Google Maps. Anyone want to tell me what this is? That actually looks quite detailed. I'm going to take a quick detour. And I'll give you a clue. If I get too close to it, chances are I'm probably going to be shot down. That looks really detailed. How can this be so detailed? Wow, that is incredibly detailed for what it is. That's amazing. Alright. Let's get out of there before they think I'm dropping drugs. Digital asks, is it a church? Yeah, but it's a mega one, so Nick, you need to start on that second bottle. Richard says, is it the CIA or the FBI? No. Thank you, Digital, for letting people know what server we are on. Let's get back on track, shall we? Now we've had a quick detour. The DEA, Richard. No. It was actually the Turville Correctional Institution. So, yeah, it was a prison. But a rather detailed one at that. I was looking at the image on Google Maps and then checking it with the one here in the sim. That was quite a bit of detail, you know? David, yes, we are on live weather. Posted 1, yes, I think you got that. That was a prison indeed. We've seen a couple of those. Perhaps that should be on our bingo chart too. And Digital said it looked like a prison to you. I'm not even going to ask how you know that, Digital. Right, well I think we can just gain a little bit of altitude now, as there isn't too much to see for a while. If you remember when this stream first started, right up on the Canadian border, very, very little. And what have we got coming down here? I was trying to see what on earth this was there. Just looks like some farm buildings of some description. Can't actually see those anywhere on the map. So have I passed a... oh, there it is. I was just looking for that intersection. Yeah, Google Maps hasn't got that. That must be new, whatever that is. Just looks like some farming buildings. Who's just asked us this Grand Theft Auto? Recreational, yeah, this is the Diamond. This is the Diamond DV20, not the 40. Boasted, how do you fly with this on Xbox? Get yourself on the North Europe server. Bruno, sometimes you get toggle lock on the A320. How do you avoid it? If it happens on takeoff, you're probably rotating too quickly. It's basically an angle attack protection. You're losing airspeed. Yeah, you're getting close to alpha floor, so the aircraft goes to no, don't think so. I'm not letting you kill yourself. So here, have some thrust. What is that? There's some cars joyriding there. Is that a police chase going off down there in some farmer's field? Interesting. So we've just crossed with the State Road South. And interestingly enough, those farming outhouses are shown on the map. Terracotta Branch is the name of the woods beneath us. Greg, it's a chicken farm. Yeah, a good call, actually. Yeah, yeah. Can you jump out and use a parachute? No. Mark, has anyone else had it where you cannot control the aircraft in the showcase? No, you can't. I've noticed that. But that's been like that for a long while. That isn't new. It's annoying, but it's not new. UK Rail TV, am I flying to Barton? Not in this aircraft. from America. No chance. David, the battery in your plane is dead. Uh-oh. Well, quick, land in that prison yard. They might give you some food. Air Trooper 37, good evening to you. Now, is this meant to be a helicopter? Because he's just gliding and that propeller's not spinning around. I don't have that installed. Miquel Angel PB, hello to you. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please, as always, do hit that like button. It makes a massive difference to the channel. We really do appreciate everyone that does that for us. Ooh, I spy another church. How slow can the fighter jet go? There's an interesting question. Plenty of fields for you to land in. Looks like he's holding steady actually. Not doing too bad. Oh, the wind just kicked my tail. I don't know if anyone else saw that then. So just coming up to a small bend, we've got any areas of interest on here. There's a small pond coming up on the maps. I think that's it, just there. And down here is the Trinity United Methodist Church. That's just behind this group of trees down there. Wow, so much farmland around here. Hope everybody has had a good weekend. Anyway, what have you guys all spent your weekend doing? Has anyone just spent it flying? If you have, I'm envious. Weather looks good, doesn't it? The sun's getting low in the sky though. Obviously, a little bit shaded now. Oh dear, goodbye. Pull up, terrain, pull up. The Unity Christian Church, that's what you're seeing down there. I love how all these churches are just in the middle of nowhere, absolutely nowhere. And this area here is called Big Bay. It's got a name, this little patch. Gareth says there are 6 more churches on the left. Yeah, honestly, do not do not doubt that one bit. Frank W.G. Abbott, you spent the weekend building a new computer. Nice. Silicon, you spent the weekend installing AIG. Wonderful. Digital, you completed the 2021 Christmas tour with a flight to Svalbard. Excellent. I've seen that tour. It looked really, really good. Right, what have we got coming up now? There looks to be some signs of life. Some settlements over here. Lawrence Manning Academy, just down there. There's a shop down here. There's a shop just there called TNT Signs. Does that mean they blow up? Okay, what have we got coming up? Come on, let's have a McDonald's. Yes! There's a McDonald's. Oh, 2 for 1. Right, okay. There's a McDonald's and a Walmart Supercenter, which is... oh, it's a little bit too far. Oh, it's there. There's the Walmart Supercenter, and in there's a McDonald's as well. Has anyone else just noticed the spectrum of the entire screen has just changed? It's gone a little bit... I don't know. It's gone algae coloured. I wonder if that's an effect of the sun starting to poke through the low cloud. Interesting. Greg, you spent the weekend not getting your PC parts. Oh no. Brian, you pulled a Nick and cut off DFD on the approach to Slapard. Hey, we could all be more like Nick. And Salkin, you did Boston to... I have no idea how to pronounce that. Where is it? Acuyeri? You found no runway lights when landing in the dark. We've had that before. That was scary. I nearly landed on the parallel highway. I thought the ILS was bugged. Noah, you got your booster jab yesterday. Hit you like a brick, so you're out of it today. Yep. I know a lot of people have been like that. I wasn't too bad with the booster, actually. The booster was fine. The first two main jabs, though, yoy. That first one. In fact, the first one, I think I had on a Sunday, and we did a mileage Monday flight the day after. I felt awful. But spending it with you guys made it worthwhile. Wow, there's a whole lot of nothingness at this stage of the I-95, isn't there? It does make you appreciate just how big America is there. Superdil, no, this is not Google Maps, this is Bing. Nick, were you last for a change? Trying to get back in the good books. MBS Gaming says he did his first flight with the fly-by-wire Airbus and your new Thrustmaster rudder at Vatsim from Heathrow to Glasgow as an observer. It was a lot busier at Heathrow, so much better feeling with the... yeah, I think Heathrow had an event yesterday. Or was that today? I can't recall. Ooh, Pizza House. Just down here. Bo said, indeed that is correct, we are headed southbound. Richard Adams says, touch and go on the I-95. Hey, if anyone wants to go for it, I'll stay up here and laugh at you. I've seen a few people try that in the past. Try and head under one of the bridges and, yeah, it's not worked. It's not worked out well. We've seen quite a few just tumbling over beneath us, which looks quite funny, to be honest with you, on stream. Might make Flight Sim's best bits. ASAP mobile detailing. Okay. That's valeting for us English folk. That is in the middle of blooming nowhere. How does that stay in business? Nick, there was 120 departures from Heathrow. That's almost like real life. Rod Phibbs says, hello, should do the 801 from New York up to Sika Cruise to Watertime. That's a nice flight. I think our next Iconic series, when this finishes, will not be in the USA. We'll have spent a good year in the USA. Now, what have we got coming up there? Oh, do you know what? This is the first time, I think, this stream we've seen some sort of high school and its athletic track. So we've got the Dr. Rose H. Wilder Elementary School and Scotts Branch High School, which is everything you can see just there. Again, though, that is in the middle of blooming nowhere. Who's going to go to that? Okay, there's a settlement over here, so it must be... oh, go away menu. It must be over there, but... I mean, this looks huge. So that is the town of Summerton that you can see up there. David, where are we going to land today? Absolutely no idea. That's what I like about this flight. This flight is basically just to take in the scenery, enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator, kick back, chat, relax on a Sunday night before the next week starts, and just take us where the I-95 goes. We usually fly these streams for around an hour or so. Right, E, you've got your thermal printer working for fly-by-wire do, and the tiller. Excellent. You've purchased a tiller, really? That's awesome. And you were holding the Bobbington VFR for a few minutes. Still doing those manually. That's a pain. Ooh, baseball, softball area down there. Oh, there's a Clarendon Hall School. That's why we can see that. We've got Love's Travel Stop coming up. That's what this area is down there. Got the Dairy Queen. That's another branch, isn't it? Dairy Queen. Those of you in America, I'm sure, will tell me a little bit more about them. I think that might be the first one we've seen, though. Brian says the farmers need to send their kids somewhere. Do they? Do they really? Don't they just inherit the family business? And then they can get their tractors detailed a few miles back. Or can you imagine doing the I-95 on a tractor? 25 mile an hour up there. Dr. Magic says someone just cut me up in a spit. Yeah, that'll be Nick. He has form. Cami 9R, what's your closest airfield? I'm afraid I have no idea. Let's see, shall we? Lake Marion is the big bed of water you can see coming up. Lake Marion is there. Brian Dyer says Dairy Queen is awesome for milkshakes. I love McDonald's large chocolate milkshakes. Now there are a couple of airfield strips just the other side of the lake coming up. Nick says, where is Dark in his biplane? I don't know. Is Dark Fury here? He was, wasn't he, right at the start? There you go. Thanks to Nick for giving us that. The next airfield is Sierra Charlie 87. Oh, that sounds like some guy's backyard again. But it wouldn't be the first time. So there's a National Wildlife Refuge area coming up in a minute. Have a look at the water. Is it looking a bit rough down there? It's certainly not still. Another thing I love about Microsoft Flight Simulator, the wind affecting the level of ripples in the water. Also the water flowing in the correct direction for the wind as well. Now let's have a look what's coming up down here. We've got Arbuckle's Landing, whatever the heck that is. We've got a fire department, that's just behind us now. We've got End Market, supermarket. We've got Palmetto Shores RV Resort. And we have Lake Marion Baptist Church down there. The Francis Marion Bridge is where we're crossing just now. That looks nice, doesn't it? Really nice. You can definitely tell that wind is blowing the aircraft. This is a lake, right? Has anyone here in the UK ever seen a lake this big. This isn't a lake, this is a bloody ocean. We don't have lakes this big in the UK. We have Windermere and that's about it. Windermere would fit in this. Air Trooper 37, wish I'd joined this now. You've never done multiplayer. Have you never joined us, Air Trooper? Oh, you need to join us. Definitely need to join us. Right, around here, apparently somewhere, there are a couple of airstrips. No idea where. Rotofib, oh, thank you so much for your $10 donation. That is incredibly kind of you. And Rotofib says, I owe you for all the help your videos have provided. Have a drink or two on me. Cheers. Rotofib, thank you so much. Really glad that those videos have proved helpful for you. Very, very kind, and I really do appreciate that and your kind words, of course. If ever you have any other problems, Rotofib, then please do get in touch on our Discord server. We'll be more than happy to help. Cooper United 787, we're on the North Europe server. Oh wow, right down here we've got Starbucks, we've got Bojangles, we've got loads down there. A little bit more detail coming through on the textures. Must have had a better resolution satellite image for this area. Gambler Base Boats is the building down there. I suppose you want a company like that near to a lake that size. They've got the perfect area to test. Rotofib says you're always having problems. And if anyone wants to join the Discord server, the Nightbot has kindly been called up, giving you a link for our Discord. Now the Sante Baptist Church. Yeah, that's coming up. Is it coming up, or have we just left that? Oh no, it's coming up. Nick, you're going to be bankrupt and drunk at the end of this flight. So just looking for somewhere to put this place down. I think Hollyhill Airport may be the next port of call, or St. George's Airport. Can't see many others. Now, how to get to Hollyhill Airport? That's the question. So that's actually on. Right, okay. Hollyhill Airport is going to be our destination. Now all I need to do is make sure we take the right exit. We're going to be bearing left soon into a place called Hollyhill. Obviously. But I need to make sure that I take the right interchange. Because I think I've just lost my place. Air Trooper 37, who's playing the banjo? Digital I am. Any requests? Alright, so it's not this interchange. Edinburgh, where are we? No idea. But we're going to be headed to Hollyhill Airfield in a moment. It doesn't look that big, I'll be honest with you. So, whoever came in the fighter jet, good luck with this one. So the next interchange, we're taking a left and following Old State Road to Hollyhill Airport. This is a grass strip, I think. get ourselves in and down. Okay, here it is. So here comes the interchange, not very much here. There's a petrol station, Exxon. Okay guys, take a left. And we're now just following this road all the way down. Oh, look at those tree colours as the low sun comes back out. I love it. Loving everyone banking over the interchange. There's a little office here. South Carolina Department of something. Oh, there's a Baptist church. Which churches do you reckon should get the bigger drink? Could be 9770. I'm afraid I have no idea what this airport code is. It probably doesn't have one, to be honest with you. Loving the ploughed field there. That looks neat. So, with only landmarks on the Google Maps to go by to try and find this airstrip. Ep.11 asked, would I recommend buying the Rex Seasons? Because if it's good, you'll buy. Oh, I love it. I really do like it, and that's what you're seeing now in all of my flights and streams. And what I really love is the fact that what you're seeing is the seasons. It's got a different. The trees change every week. It's got a different pack you load for every single week of the year. 52 different packs. So next week I'll pop in the next one. So the trees will be slightly different once again. Hey, you're listening to WJB True Radio, 96.1 FM, 1440 AM. At least that's what it says on Google Maps. That's coming up in a moment. So there's the Greater Target AME Church. There's a packaging place. Albilton Foods. It's quite nice, this area, isn't it? Well, that's not going well. Pull up. Todd says the airport is across the road from the golf course. Well, that's just dandy. Something to do for a week. Hello, there's a subway. Not sure if I've seen a subway before in the stream. Yeah, so it's just opposite the Holly Hill Country Club golf course. I'm sure we could spot that. So here we are, downtown. This is downtown centre Holly Hill. Give them a wave. Thanks for hosting us for the next week or so. Digital, you don't have to do it manually. You can set it up to be done automatically if you wish. Jayhawk says, oh yeah, there's a golf. Can I land there? Right, let's have a look and see. Is this it? This grass strip? It is, you know. There's your runway. That is it. That basic cutout in the trees. Go on, guys. Get yourself down. good looking Learjet. Beautiful. We love a grass strip landing every now and then. So I'll do some circling while you guys get yourself on the ground. Nice. What's that? Ah, it's a metal recycling, and it's an ore mine by the looks of things. That is a great landmark if you are taking off flying from here, and you've got that to use for locating the airfield. That is absolutely brilliant. David, can I do a flight from Gatwick to Aberdeen with these jets a real route? You know, I think we may have done that in the past. We've definitely done Gatwick to Edinburgh several times. No idea which way the wind is blowing, but we'll get it down one way or the other. Shad says it is Rex weather good as well. I prefer live weather, but obviously it sometimes has its moments. Rex is just a good backup. Yeah, so the golf club, or the country club, is down here. Spot the bunkers. That's where Jayhawk finds himself most of the time. I'll be quite happy in the 19th hole, thank you. Air Trooper says Edinburgh is lovely flying into. It is, and if you've got the Purdue version of Edinburgh Airport available from Orbex, then absolutely right it is. Thomas, the wind is from the south. Thank you. I'll make a circle to land then, as we are currently. This is the way we want to be landing. I'll spin it around once more. Oh, I'm loving how the sun's shining out over there. Right, in order to land, I'm going to have to get myself back in the flight deck so we can start getting ourselves configured and ready. Vidas DS! Oh wow, thank you so much, Vidas, for your $4.99 super chat. Who says, having flown this real life recently, it's fun. What, you've landed at this airfield in real life? Seriously? That is amazing if that's the case. Thank you so much, Vidas. Really do appreciate that. It's incredibly kind of you. Right, let's get this thing on the ground, shall we? Slow her down. Where did the fighter jet land? Now, the only problem landing this way, Microsoft Flight Simulator is blooming good with its with the glare from the sun. All the clouds have cleared now, look, haven't they? This is bumpy. Bo said this is the DV20, Diamond DV20. Just want to be careful of the high trees. Whoa, yeah, there's that wind. Right, let's get her down. No real runway to speak of, literally just a grass strip. And you know what? It's great. Absolutely great. Touch down gently. That is awesome. Down we go. This is an amazing place to land. Look at that, you're just flanked by trees on either side, long grass. Amazing. take her around back towards an area off the main strip, get her parked up. Oh, Vidas again! Wow, Vidas, so kind. Thank you once again for your $1.99 super chat. And Vidas says, the Cherokee Seminole Delta, man, you miss VFR working on your instruments at the minute. Oh, okay. That's excellent. Well, obviously, better to have the instrument rating in your bag as well. Then you're a jack of all trades, aren't you? Really good stuff. Where are you going? I thought he was going straight to that building. Vidas, thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Did the someone got the fighter jet down there? That's amazing. Well done. Right, we'll just park her up. Rotofib RIP citation landing gear. Yeah, they're not designed for these kinds of grass strips, are they? I mean, whoever's maintaining this airfield, I think needs to get his lawnmower out, to be honest with you. It's a little bit, well, a little bit long, shall we say. Now, this is only the second time we've had a grass strip landing on this series. The last one was in some guy's backyard. That was funny. Oh, that was really good. And this one, this is just great. I like this one. It's going to be interesting with the takeoff. Now, interestingly enough, what I can see there, they've got sort of a causeway cut into the trees there, so you've got a bit more room for landing. That way, though, well, give yourself a long takeoff roll. You don't want to be clipping those trees. So yeah. Oh, that is awesome. Really good. Oh, what a way to end the week. I love doing these flights with you guys and having a little bit of fun for a Sunday night. Really relaxing, and of course we get to enjoy stuff all the way through. Todd, thank you very much for subscribing. Willie Canuck, good evening, Willie. Your ears burning. We were talking about what a great show you had earlier on today. So yeah, that is it for another week. Now, obviously, weekends can be a bit of a hectic time for me, family life wise. I try and get these Sunday night streams on as often as I can on a Sunday evening. I'm hopeful we can probably continue this next week. Oh dear, what's happened over there? I want to rewind that back and see what on earth went there. So fingers crossed we will be back next week, hopefully as well. Oh Christ. Hopefully we may even get a live in tomorrow, but don't hold your breath for that one. If I can, of course, we will. If not, then please make sure you stay tuned to the Discord server, and make sure if you are a subscriber, then you turn on the notifications bell. If you are not a subscriber, then ensure that you do hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any future content and live streams. And of course, on your way out, please do hit that like button. It makes a massive difference to the channel, as we are now on the road to 20,000 subscribers, having surpassed 19,000 a couple of days ago. Big thank you to each and every one of you guys for that. Hope you guys have all had a great weekend. Thank you once again for flying alongside me. I look forward to seeing you all on the next live stream, and of course I'll speak to many of you on the Discord server. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. Good evening.